Joining us now are Brian Kerr, the marketing manager for Atari, and next to Brian, Jim Titzler, a hardware engineer at Atari who helped develop the ST.
Brian, we've seen what the Commodore Amiga can do. How about showing us the 520 ST?
Okay, well the 520 ST has been out for about 4 months now, and as you can see, it's a very graphics-based system as well. The desktop that you're looking at here now is based on the GEM technology, and Jim will show you one feature that we like here, which allows each user to customize their own interface. This is what we refer to as the control panel. It allows you to set your own color palettes, the speed of click for the mouse, the keyboard, bells and keyboard clicks on and off, that type of thing. From there, I'd like to show you some of the sound capability of this product. The 520 ST has a built-in MIDI interface, and I'll let Jim describe this a little fuller.
MIDI is an emerging industry standard. It's the musical instrument digital interface, and it allows a computer to sequence a series of notes going to a synthesizer. For instance, here we have it connected to a rather elaborate synthesizer that allows us to either play music through the synthesizer or to actually record an artist playing at the keyboard and do the same sorts of things with music that you would do with a word processor. You can time sync the music or transpose it, play it back.
Probably ought to mention that there is a synthesizer down on the table here that is actually producing music.
Right.
And you're just picking a song file from here, which is going through the synthesizer.
Exactly. We also, internal to the machine, have a 3-voice sound chip, so we can do some sound synthesis. But by building the MIDI interface into the machine, that gives you the ability to spend as much on music as you like. If you're really serious about music, that path for expansion is readily available.
And Jim, that graphic representation we saw was in fact synced to what we're hearing coming out of the synthesizer.
Exactly. One of the colors was associated with each of the voices that was being played on MIDI.
We will stress graphics a little bit with the machine, and one of the paint programs that we've developed internally is a program called Neo, and it allows some very elaborate graphic capability like we saw earlier.
And you're pulling that up now,
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
This is a collection of some of the images that was created with Neo. Neo is a very powerful drawing package that really takes advantage of the machine, lets you play with the colors and create very nice images.
Jim, you're transferring those images from the hard disk, right?
Right, directly from the hard disk. Each one of those images is 32,000 bytes, and that was coming directly from the hard disk.
That shows off a feature of the ST, which is the DMA port, which transmits information at 10 megabits per second. That's very high speed, and it's typical of the local area networking speeds of many mini-computers. This is Neo in its implementation with one particular picture. We're just rotating the color palette here.
Okay, now this, what is the price of this machine, basically? What, if you were to buy this configuration right here?
The base configuration is with a monochrome monitor, which has a resolution of 640 by 400, which is a little higher than what people are typically used to seeing. Very crisp and solid. That configuration with the 520 ST and one single-sided 3.5-inch drive is retail suggested $799.95.
Okay, now how about this whole configuration with a hard disk, two disk drives? We've got a monitor. This is sort of the top-end system.
Yeah. Well, I've had difficulty configuring systems up to the $2,000 range. Because even with the color monitor, that system's $999. The hard disk is not out yet, so I can't really speak about price, but it will be in the same affordability level that all the other products from Atari are.
Now, where do you see? How do you see the 520 ST getting into the home? What's going to cause people to buy a 520?
Well, first I'd like to just make a distinction, is that we refer to the 520 ST as a personal computer.
Okay. And
we, as a general rule, believe that people determine what computers are used for, whether they're in the home, in the office, in the field, or in business. So the 520 ST is a computer system that is as powerful, if not more powerful, than any other personal computer on the marketplace, but yet it is priced in a consumer level. And I think therein lies the reason for owning a 520 ST.
Okay, Jim, what are you up to right now?
I was just demonstrating some of the ease of use, the fact that I can hop from one program to another quite readily using the GEM user interface.
If we take this you can use it in the home, you can use it in business. What have you got here that would show us how to use it in business?
Well, one example is we have a spreadsheet demonstration, which it's very similar in function to some of the popular programs that are available today. It gives us However, the advantage that we've got the GEM user interface so that it's very easy for a user to, for instance, plot a graph. You don't have to remember a cryptic sequence of commands. You can just get there directly using the mouse.
Is the spreadsheet on the market, Jim?
It's supposed to be shipping very shortly.
It'll be shipping next week, and it also is a Lotus work-alike, so anyone that has worked with Lotus can move directly over here, but yet you have the additional screen capability with the machine.
Now, Gary's asked you about the business applications. I want to know if you can show a red and white soccer ball bouncing.
Oh, that's easy.